I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, oh, a white man can't get a job at. And you look at the stats, and 30% of the people there are 30 to 40% are white men, which is about what it is in the population. But when you're used to having 95% of the professoriate or other highly paid people being 90% being white, the fact that it's only 25 to 30% is shocking.
Right.
And so I made this joke when I did the plenary at Heterodox meeting in Denver that I think I said, I haven't seen this many aggrieved white men in one room in a long time. And I was glad you were laughing. They did not laugh.
No, I was there. I just started as president, and I thought that was an amazing talk. It was fascinating.
And because I think that I get it. Like, I didn't enslave anybody. That's the view, right? I didn't do it, and yet you are part of a group that has benefited from the racial hierarchies in this country.
Right. And
those two things can both be true, right? As an individual, you didn't do anything. At the same time, you are the beneficiary of a system. So I think a lot of this blowback, and you see it very much in the Trump administration, is that we don't want people in the present, individuals in the present, paying a price for the history from which they benefit, but they're still individuals in the present. I actually think that's a coherent worldview. And my view is these folks won the election, and they're actually allowed to say, we think civil rights is about colorblindness and not about history, not trying to redress things from the past. I disagree with that myself. It's not my politics, but my folks lost the election. So I think that that seems to me like the rejection of the anti-racist view of civil rights in favor of the colorblind view seems to me like that's what the elections are for. You get to decide those things. But I say all that because I think that a lot of the grievance against higher education is that higher education, especially since George Floyd, really embraced the anti-racist view, which is that colorblindness is a form of racism.
Right.
And that even well-intentioned folks who are trying to be fair are actually, because of their intersectional biases, we can throw all the words around, that they're actually doing harm. And I think that many Americans, and not just white Americans, found this an assault on their individuality and on their ability to succeed in the world.